the future of content creation is same-day delivery. Why is that the case? What that means, how you're gonna do it, that's what we're gonna talk in today's video. I was invited at an event called Creative Mornings in Cologne, where I was there as a speaker, and instead of just talking about my work and my photography and all of that stuff, I decided to talk about a topic which I think is really important and really interesting, and that is same-day delivery. In my opinion, that means that you provide the client with the pictures or the reel or the video of that day at the same day. So let's say you shoot a conference or an event for a company. You shoot that and then you deliver the reel, the video, the final product in the end of that same day, probably 4 or 5 hours later. To do same-day delivery, you definitely need to be well prepared. You need to exactly have in your mind what you want to shoot, what you want to capture, what kind of pictures you want to create. When I shoot reels for a client and they want to have same-day delivery, then I exactly have in my mind what kind of pictures I want to capture. Let's say you are on a conference, then you know, okay, I need that shot of the logo, I need that shot of people networking, I need that shot of that famous speaker, I maybe need a shot of that catering, I need that shot of the CEO, I need the branding, and that's basically it already. If you have all of that, then you already have your 1 minute capturing reel, and then it's already not seem too complicated. So you shoot a bit more prepared in your mind what you need to capture, and that's one big aspect to provide same-day delivery. For photos, I think it's really important to know already what your client wants from you. So let's say you have a technical company, then you know that the pictures, they should look clean, nice, modern, but not like analog or arty or something like this. So I have my look, my preset already prepared. The guest was going up on stage, I took my pictures, 5 to 10 minutes. I immediately went down in the backstage, sat down with my laptop, started to edit. I choose 10 good pictures. I imported them, I put a look on it, I exported them, I retouched 3 or 2 of them, uploaded 7, and sent out a link while the person was still talking to the social media manager of that company. And she was just saying, wow, perfect, I can directly post something on Twitter or LinkedIn. And that was really, really helpful for the client. Another big thing is use empty time. When people having lunch, when there are breaks, when there are networking periods, don't sit around scrolling on your phone or doing something like this. Try to use the time, try to make as much as possible out of your time. Sit down, start with the edit while you're still there. Just make use of all the time. It will be stressful 8 hours, but I can tell you, you will go away from that event and your work is basically already done. That is such a great feeling. You don't carry all that work with you home and then you need to do a night shift. You basically do it everything on set immediately, and that also then leads to the case that eventually 70% quality or 70% perfectness is alright. No one expects to see a 100% perfect product, and actually no one else will see it anyway rather than you. So you only have that in your mind, that 100% delivery that you want to give to the client, but no one else will see that. So done is better than perfect in this case. Get it done. Edit your pictures quick, And what's definitely helpful is to know your workflow. This is definitely not the time to try out new techniques. You need to use techniques that you used before. You need to be in the training of using these techniques, and that is very, very helpful in that case. What I also think is very important is that you use a cloud provider that is suitable for your client. In my case, I use PicDrop. It's a German provider where you can upload pictures and videos and the client can actually really good see them, mark them. I work with PicDrop now for years and use something that makes it easy for your client to download pictures, for example, on their mobile phone. No one needs a WeTransfer link, no one is going to download the whole package. Make it as easy as possible for the client to use your content. So what are the advantages of same-day delivery, and what are basically the disadvantages and the struggle and the cons from same-day delivery? Let's start with the advantages. The big advantage is that you make your client happy. You know, social media becomes so quick and so fast. Companies pay a lot of money, for example, for these events. They under a lot of pressure. They have all that marketing budget that they throw out to have a good event with expensive speakers, expensive event location, expensive catering. The whole organization is expensive, you are expensive. So what they want is they want a really, really good marketing out of that conference, out of that event. And you helping the client by providing very good quality, good pictures, good reels as quick as possible so that they can go out there and say, look, this was our event, this was our conference, that's what we did, join us next year, etc., etc. And that's really important for them because they are under a lot of pressure as well. So that's, in my opinion, the biggest advantage of same-day delivery, that you helping the client. Another big advantage, in my opinion, is more towards you as a content creator rather than for the client. You go home and you're basically done. It takes a lot of pressure off yourself within the next days. Yes, you have pressure on that day. You need to perform very, very good and well on that specific day where you shoot. But once you send something out and you send the client, let's say, 70% of your work already out and they just need a few more pictures or video stuff or for documentation internally, cases, then it puts the pressure out of you. So you leave in the conference and you basically done with your work, and that feels incredible. Last but not least, I think you can charge higher prices when you do good same-day delivery, and that is also a good big advantage for me. It is a stressful time, but you can charge higher prices because you deliver well so quickly, what no other person will do or done before. And if I'm really honest with you, I truly like it. It puts a bit on pressure on me, but I like that pressure. I like to work under pressure. I like that thrill, you know, that is important to deliver quick and good and work under stress. And that makes me actually quite happy when it goes well. And of course, you know, making a bit more money, charging a bit higher day rates than other people is of course always good. So that's, in my opinion, a big advantage as well. Disadvantages is definitely the stress. It is very challenging. It can be very challenging if you don't have a very good workflow. You need to be trained how you use your equipment. You need to know your camera. You need to know your program. You need to know how you do your file management. So you need to be very, very well prepared. And yes, if you're doing that for the first time, it can cause us a lot of stress. But I think the more you do it, the more you get used to it, you will learn to love it, and it will help you to become a better content creator. So let's come to the examples. A friend of mine, Stussy, well-known DJ, I took a lot of pictures for him. The picture I'm showing you right now is a picture that we took on the way to his 10 hours Thuishaven set in Amsterdam. And it is not a special picture, but what is so interesting, he had the picture on his phone while he was sitting in that Uber, and you see him walking into the Uber, and while we was driving in the Uber to the location, I was edit the pictures, send it to his phone, and he could put this picture directly into his Instagram story. And so he was able to provide his followers with basically live content on my way to Theishafen. Then we took another picture on him walking into the location, meeting some friends. He put that immediately in his Instagram story as well. And so I tried to provide him over the day with live pictures, and he used them immediately for his Instagram account. And that was, yes, challenging, but also feel really nice if your work is directly used in a big Instagram account with a lot of followers, and that's really nice example. Next example is BVB. I shot a game which I made a YouTube video as well about, so I'll link it here or here. That was, crazy experience, as I say in the video as well. I mean, football sports is very, very fast and you need to be very quick. After the game, I immediately sat down in the press conference and edited the pictures. And I was the last one to leave the press area, but I have uploaded my pictures to a link, and I think I was still quite slow, to be honest, but I did a bit more edit in Photoshop. So I think that was alright for the first time, but yeah, same day delivery at a first league football game. Incredibly hard, but also very challenging and nice if it works out. Next example is Xiaomi Leica event. They didn't need it, same day delivery from me, and no one asked for that. But I was at this Leica store in Madrid and I had my Leica Q with me. So I shot that one picture off the phone against this glass window, and I edited the picture on my phone. I transferred the picture with the Leica app to my phone, edited the picture on my phone, and put it out in the story. Linked everyone, Xiaomi, all the other influencers who were there, and all of them reposted my picture. And that feels really nice if your work is used. That's what I love the most about it. Then we went outside, did some street photography. I took a picture of that old man walking past us, and I was putting that in my story as well, link everyone as well, and Xiaomi directly reposted it as well. And within 3 hours, they already had 3 or 2 pictures reposted from me. And then it makes sense for them to invite you to such an event if you help them to provide good content for their social media. And that's what you always need to keep in mind. Put yourself on the other side of the table and try to understand how these people tick, because they need to provide, or they need as well to deliver for their companies, and you help them a lot by being quick and good at the same time. Last example is a reel I cut for a club bar event in Cologne. And I had a bit of a double booking that day. That was quite tough. So I shot that event on a Monday night till 3 o'clock, and 5 o'clock in the morning, my train went to Hamburg to shot the OMR festival, which is a big influencer festival in Germany. Anyways, I sat down in my office in these 2 hours between 3 and 5 in the night, started with the edit of that video, and then finished the edit on the train. And when I left the train, they had all their content uploaded in a link. They had that reel, they had photos, so they were able to post on a Tuesday morning, hungover in hotel, post that reel and saying that was our night yesterday evening. And the feedback was also like, thank you for being so quick and so good at the same time. And that's what same day delivery is all about, that you provide really good stuff really quick. And it is stressful, but I like it personally, if I'm honest, and it's a lot of fun for me. So that was the last example of same day delivery. I think there is a lot of potential in same-day delivery, and personally I think this is more or less the future of content creation, that you are so well prepared that you can provide things in 4 or 5 hours after you shot them. Especially with events or conferences, I think no one needs a video, pictures of an event 1 week later. Everyone is then already looking in the future onto the next one. Everyone is then already focusing on the next part of work that they have in front of them. So you help everyone participating in the whole thing to look good, and that's why I think it is definitely the future of content creation. And the more you are prepared, the more that you know you want to deliver on the same day, you shoot more focused, you shoot more detailed of what you really need. I do it more and more, people need it more and more, and I think that's definitely where content creation is going to go in the future. So yeah, that is my video for the topic same day delivery. Yeah, I'm very, very interested to read what are your experience with it. When I had that talk, my experience was very, very good. The feedback was, oh, I have never done that, but now I see it makes sense. And if I put myself in the shoes of the client, I can totally understand why it's very, very good for them. And yeah, some people wrote me weeks afterwards, you know, they've tried it out and the client was super thankful. And they were thankful as well that I showed them or I talked about that topic. And yeah, that would be very interesting to know what you think and what are your experience with same-day delivery. That is from my side. Thank you for joining again. The channel is definitely growing, which makes me very, very happy and keeps me motivated to provide more videos like this in the future. So thank you for joining, and I hope I see you next time.